Okay. Just so you know, we're going to be live here in a second.
Here we go.
All right, we're going to be live here, Dale.
Great. I'm ready. Rock and roll.
Alrighty, take 2 here with Ask Junior. Hopefully we've got the audio. Should be good to go, but we are live on YouTube.
All right. I wonder if everybody can hear us yet. We got anybody chiming in that things are working as designed?
Let's see here. All good. They can hear us, so we are good to go.
Man. Thank y'all for being patient, man. I had no doubt that you would be. So we've been sitting here trying to get ready for Marcus to come in and make sure we got all our ducks in a row. We've had some pretty cool discussions on Dirty Air about a few things that I think you'll be excited to hear about. And a big announcement that I had to make today. But we're excited to talk to Marcus. We're going to talk about Atlanta because I know that when he reconfigured the racetrack, there was an additional sort of plan to further develop the property. We were casinos, hotels, and all that stuff, and I kind of want to know where that's at. If you've ever been to Kansas, kind of the idea was that it would kind of explode that area in a similar manner as the racetrack did out that way. Wilkesboro, we're going to talk a ton about the All-Star race. He's got a bunch of announcements to make. He's going to tell us some of the details about that week and what everybody can experience while they're there. Nashville Fairgrounds, what's the update there? Anyways, we got a lot of things we want to ask him, and we'll see what we can learn, and we love to spend his money, and that seems to be what we do every time he comes in here. Also, Texas, what's going on with Texas? What's the reconfiguration plans there? Anyways, you got some questions that you guys sent in to ask Xfinity Racing or at Xfinity Racing on Twitter. So let's get right to it.
All right, this first one comes from Cowboy8588, and he says, "What's the final update on the possum that was found after Vegas?"
We really don't think that the possum came from Vegas. Obviously, everybody on social media was telling me there's no possums out there, but and we don't think that he got into the truck on the trip home. So it's possible that while the truck got here and they put the lift gate down and we had some of the shop doors open, that he came in and got into the hauler that way, and we unload the car, and there he is. So once they removed him, he took off in a direction like he knew where he was going. That's what they said to me. So anyways, Possum's back where he belongs, and we're going to probably put that car on the sideline for the rest of the year just to make sure he didn't chew any of the wiring up. And I think it was one of Justin Allgaier's cars. So we're going to make sure that Justin didn't have any issues for the final remaining 2 races.
I appreciated the memes that came from the possum. This next one comes from Sean Berg. He says, "What do you think of Tony Stewart making his NHRA debut this weekend as a driver?"
Insane. So I love this because we, we kind of, we watch Tony race in, I know Tony has raced all types of vehicles, Indy cars, cup cars, dirt cars, and all that. And so he's probably not a great example of this, but when a cup guy goes and runs the Indy 500, it's incredible. It's cool to watch. It's challenging. They're experiencing something so new, and it's fun to see how they adapt to it. And it's also fun to see Tony is a hero to so many people. Tony is so many people followed his career, supported his career, and they get to continue to do that, which is amazing for those people, right? I'm a big fan of Tony, and I love to, see him active and behind the wheel. And so this will be a great way for all of us to engage in something that he's doing. And so I think it's a cool thing, especially with people that really, really followed his career closely. They have to be thrilled with the fact that they're going to be able to now have a new sort of reinvention of Tony Stewart as a racer in a whole nother discipline. They'll be able to go to races. They'll be able to support, buy the merch, wear the shirt, all those things. That'll be so much fun for them. And the access that I know I've been to those races. The access that they get will be incredible. It'll be a great thing, man. It's a big thing for drag racing for sure to have such a great name like Tony Stewart actually competing on the track.
A lot of people are chiming in on our YouTube chat saying that the possum needs to be a part of your next children's book. Be a good little addition. But this next one comes from Charlie Bonds. He says, "Hey guys, new listener here. I was wondering who came up with the idea to start a podcast and why?"
Mike Davis. That's the reason why we're here, is because this was all Mike's vision. As uncomfortable as he is hearing about this, Mike came to me one day and said, "We're going to create a podcast. We're going to develop a media arm." We already were creating content here with JRM 360, which was really popular. I was super proud of that. Mike was an amazing host for that for many years, and we just had a ton of fun with it. It was great for morale in the company. Everybody got to be a part of it in some way, shape, or form over the years. So it was a really, really good tool all around. It helped the company. It helped our employees. It helped our partners. But anyways, I think that the confidence and the ability to learn how to create content gave Mike the confidence to branch out. He was, he saw the boom of podcasts before anyone else did in this building, and knew we needed to be in this space. Knew it was a great way for us to engage with fans, a great way for me to talk about my races and give some quick audio on the way home that was fresh. My mind's fresh on the race and can explain what we're doing and what's going on. Anyways, that's how it started. And it was rough, man, when we were, as far as in my opinion, man, when you look at, if you go back and listen to the first shows, man, it's not even the same show anymore. It's so different, so changed, so it's evolved, and it's the fun thing about it is that, podcasts, if you want, everybody's getting into podcasts, and I would encourage you, if you're interested about it, to do it, try it. It is fun, and it's really free. You can kind of create and do whatever you want. It's a blank canvas, and talk about whatever it is you enjoy and do. Share it with your friends, share it with other people, trying to grow your listener base. All those things are a good challenge, and it's relatively affordable as far as the equipment and all the things you need to be able to put it together. You learn a ton about it and about yourself. So also it's helped me a ton to be a better interviewer, but we can talk about that another day. It was a good thing that Mike did.
All right, this last question. NASCAR just announced, we always talk about schedule innovation here and the changes that are coming. Well, NASCAR just announced that the NASCAR Euro Series is going ice racing next year in Finland, March 3rd and 4th. Do you think that would ever be anything that we would explore here stateside?
I don't think so. Goodness. Man, that's crazy. I mean, I imagine up there it's probably not this crazy idea because there's a ton of ice, but it's always cold. But I mean, I know that I'll be tuning in to see that, and that should be pretty interesting. But I don't think we'll ever see it in Xfinity racing or trucks. You never know, though, man.
Hey, the guy
we
got coming in here today, if it's been an idea in somebody's head, it'd be his.
That's what I'm saying. We had Ben Kennedy on a couple weeks ago, and he said they were exploring some initiatives, and I did not know that ice racing in Finland was one of them.
So the Pinty Series.
Yeah.
Right? They are NASCAR. They're part of the NASCAR.
Yeah, the Canadian Tour.
Yeah, they're part of the NASCAR fold. So this is not like some, this is something that they'll be paying attention to. If it goes really, really well.
NASCAR on ice, I'll watch it.
Yeah. All right, well, that is it for
Talk about
this
off-throttle time.
Talk about tire fall off. I mean, there's one way we can get those cars loosened up.
Yeah, no kidding. They run spikes on them. Well, that is it for this week's Ask Junior. Again, we appreciate everyone hanging in there with us.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in. This was a lot of fun as usual. Thanks to Xfinity for everything they do. I encourage you to check out the interview with Marcus that we'll be putting out. Also, check out Dirty Air when we put that out as well. There's some great information there you're going to want to know about. And have a great week, man. Appreciate, again, Xfinity for everything they do for us. Xfinity X5 is great. It's a great service, and I'm a customer and enjoy it. And we'll see you next week.